Hello and welcome to eLagan Whiteboard Fridays, where we look at various tax and compliance related issues in a user-friendly fashion. Today we will look at a very different topic called office romance. This is a topic which has been ignored by a lot of companies for long, but of late it has been proved and even with the growing change in culture, companies have started recognizing office romance and they are taking suitable steps to make sure that this thing does not impact the employer-employee relationship. Now, what is office romance and what are the things that you should be knowing about it? Office romance is something like when two co-workers develop a love relationship among themselves. This is happening because many of the time people work very closely of the similar age, and they spend more times with the workers than the families, so they tend to develop a relationship among themselves. Now this could actually adverse people around, so other team members could get influenced by such relationships, especially if the relationship is between a supervisor and a co-worker. So this could give bias, so the people could think that this relationship could impact the performance appraisals, the roles, the responsibilities, the paycheck. So this could actually lead to a lot of dissatisfaction among other employees. At the same time, there are also chances that the office romance could end up, say, it started now and after a few months it could even break up. So the breakups are often painful. So what is your role as a business owner or as a company? What you should be doing that? Now, as soon as you know that there is a relationship going on between two co-workers, it is actually best to call them and and then educate them about the sexual harassment policy of the company. So you should have the sexual harassment is another hot topic which is catching attention, and a lot of cases in the working space is coming up year on year about the sexual harassment during the corporate. So you should educate both the parties about the sexual harassment policy of the company. And there is something called a love contract which is catching up attention. So love contract is something where you educate the teammates who are into a relationship about the sexual harassment policy, and then also you take their consent that this is a voluntary relationship and the company has nothing to do about it. And in terms of any breakup or any other thing, that should not impact the sexual harassment policy will not come into force. It will not impact the various appraisals or any other kind of relationship, performance appraisal or paychecks or the roles and responsibilities due to relationship. So these are few things that you enter, and then you prepare a love contract accordingly and ask the employees to go through these documents and sign it up accordingly. Most important, you can also take up steps depending on what kind of, because every love story is different. So you can take up steps to see what as an employer you can do. Maybe you can look at relocating groups so that it does not so the two people can be working on different groups, so that there is a decent amount of fairness as to what roles and responsibilities they are working on. And the team dissatisfaction, the outsiders dissatisfaction could be contended to a certain extent. So that's one thing. And then you ask the employees to enter into a love contract. So whenever there is a breakup or any adverse scenario that comes up out a relationship, then employer is actually safeguarded against such things. So the employee, there is a greater chance that the employees could file for a sexual harassment or exchange of emails, and you also try to keep a tab on those kind of activities. You educate them not to use company resources for exchange of any emails or or any love letters or any other resources to pursue your relationship within the company. It is not a great practice, I would say, because especially in the IT space and legal and so many upcoming new fields, services industry, where you discard a relationship because that could actually end up into an employee turnover. So you may end up having two or more people ending up their job relationship, which could actually hurt the projects of the company again. So it is good to recognize them in a right fashion, enter into proper contracts, educate them about the sexual harassment policy and other company policy, use of company resources and all. And then if required, you may even hire a legal counsel to do a counseling and do the required paperwork. So these are some steps which a company should take. This would help having a healthy office romance in the work culture, and will also make sure that you keep tab on the dissatisfaction among people outside this. And even if the relationship goes sour, then you can actually have few things in control so that it does not even necessarily result into a kind of an employee turnover kind of thing. So these are a few things that I would like to highlight. Feel free to talk to your legal counsel. If you are already seeing something like this, an office romance in your workspace, so it may be good to bring to the notice of the top management, and also talk to your legal counsel as to how to handle such scenario. That's it on eLagan Whiteboard Friday today. Feel free to drop us an email at support@elagan.com or check out our knowledge base at elagan.com/kb. Thank you.